To summarize, this is very much a battle of ranges. I think if Calvin Kattar can work his way inside and get through those early kicks, then he might be able to maintain a boxing range, but he might have to clinch a little bit. He might have to wrestle a little bit against the fence. But if he can start working those shots to the body and slipping off the center line and countering with those clean boxing combinations, absolutely Calvin Kattar can be real problems for Chikadze. If you look at what Chikadze did to Barbosa, that's kind of what I'm expecting here, because Barbosa knew that he didn't want to play kicking games with Chikadze, which is amazing because Barbosa's an incredible kicker. But then if we go back a bit further into the story and you put Barbosa in there against Khabib, what did Khabib do? He ran him down. There was no opportunity for Barbosa to throw a kick because Khabib was on his front foot the whole time. So then Barbosa flipped the script on Chikadze and tried to do the same thing on him, but with a bit more of a striking emphasis, which meant that he was focused primarily on his hands, which was a perfect setup for someone like Calvin Kattar, who's got a slightly different style, but will be trying to occupy the same range. So for Chikadze, it's about being on his toes and being moving and keeping enough space between the two of them to be able to land those kicks, because with his kicks, he can set up everything else about his game. As soon as you get too close to him, then he's starting to lose big segments of his game that are very useful. And the closer Calvin Kattar gets, the better his game gets, because he has also got a good wrestling base as well. This is a really interesting fight. It could go a lot of different ways. A lot of it is hinging on what Calvin Kattar looks like after that loss to Max Holloway. Who knows? Your guess is as good as mine. I hope he comes in looking like a better version of himself, because unfortunately for Max, that's usually what happens with his opponents. They usually take a beating off him and then go off and they look fantastic in their next fights. So, with that in mind, let's hope and anticipate Calvin Kattar's coming in as the best version of himself that he's ever been, if not better. But let's also consider that Giga Chikadze is on a 9-fight win streak at the moment. He's rising fast in this division, and because he's so lethal in the striking ranges, it's giving him time to build his ground game as well. It's going to be a great one. Enjoy the fights.